know, I love camping with my horse. I guess really I've been doing it my whole life, and I've been on different roundups and cattle drives and up in the mountains packing hunters in, and there's all different types of ways to do it. I mean, I'm not a professional packer or anything like that, but I have done a lot of camping, and me personally, I like to keep it really simple. There's nothing more fun than getting ready to go camping. Hey, with your friends, with your family, with your horses, and you know what? It's good for all three of those things. Hey, talk about bringing a family together and have some fun with your horses. It's adventuresome. Hey, it's traditional, and it's a lot of fun. And it is so good, not only for you, but for your horses. Hey, you want to get a better broke horse? Hey, you take him camping. You're going to end up spending a lot of time with that horse, and I mean a lot of one-on-one, exposing him without overexposing him. Hey, he should be hobble broke. He has to stand on the picket line. And by the way, when we talk about that picket line, that's not that hard to build. Again, I try to keep it simple. This is what this is a picket line. And I use personally just an old-time hemp rope right there. Got my old pack mule over here. And, you know, a hemp rope, the reason I like the hemp rope is I can coil it up and it really fits good in my panniers. Now, panniers, that big old sack that you hang on your crossbuck saddles when you're going out packing. We'll talk about that in a minute. Now, this old hemp rope, when you do it, when you got to find a spot, your camp spot, and make sure your picket line is at least wither high. I like them actually a little bit higher because those horses are going to pull them down. And then you don't want to just tie the rope itself. I want sort of a breakaway deal, so I always carry a little bit of extra hay twine. I throw it in my panniers, in my saddlebags. I carry a piece of a string on my saddle at all times. You might have noticed it during the years. I always got a little string because you can always use it to tie with. People say, why don't you use a leather string? Well, that leather can rot, but boy, this old hay twine is pretty good. And here's the way that I do it. Here, I'm going to have Zane come up here. I'm a little crippled in this hand here, so I'm going to have him where you can really see it. But what you're going to do is you're just going to go around like this. Look at this. This is just a little piece of hay twine tied together. It's just a little loop. All right, Zane, come over here, and we're just going to take it on the picket line like so, and just kind of feed it back and pull it down like that. Then we go back around the back one more time and feed it through itself one more time to really lock it down on this picket line. I want him to pull it down snug like that. There, now I got a little loop instead of actually tying to the picket line itself, where if a horse sat back, he pulls down the whole darn picket line. This is designed to break. It's a breakaway. So again, I'm going to show you the loop that we're going to come in here and actually tie your horse with. So again, the picket line is important. Another thing on your picket line, you know, I'll always use like a cinch. I'm going to take you over here and show you this cinch and how I would do that. Then we'll come back and actually show you the tie that I tie my horse with. What you can see is our picket line. We've tied it with just an old, worn-out, used cinch. And the reason I'm using that cinch is to keep from hurting, scarring, or killing the tree. Guys, we've got to take care of our property, whether it's public or private, national forest. Don't forget there's people that want to kick us and our horses out of these forests. Guys, if we take care of the property like we've been doing for centuries anyway, this is a good way to take care of a tree, keep from hurting it, scarring it, or killing it. Use that old cinch. Then I got that picket line tied in a way where I can jerk it loose if for some reason I had to get it down in a hurry. Hey, it's simple and it really does work. Hey, let's move over here. I'm going to show you that tie, how to tie that horse onto that picket line using that little loop. All right, this loop is really pretty easy to tie. And Cole, I'm going to get you to come up here and tie this thing for me. And again, this is a quick release knot, really works good. So again, having a good lead line, nice and supple, also help. All right, Cole, show them nice and slow. So look, you're going to double the rope. See how he's doubled this rope right here? In other words, he just took that loop and doubled it right here. Here's the horse on this side. And take her on through, Cole. Ease it through just like that, not too far. Now you're going to take the tail of the rope, feed it back through that loop, then pull it down. And you can kind of snug it down just like that. And of course you can daisy chain it if you want to, or any of that type of stuff. Keep that old horse from turning it loose. But the main thing, now if he wanted to get this horse out of here, he just comes over here and just kind of pulls it loose, and it just shakes loose just like that. So that's a good knot. Don't forget, we got lots of knots on the old what not to do video that you can order from the Double Horn store.